Now let us understand the two terms, quality assurance and quality control. Quality assurance means defect prevention at the root or design area, and quality control means finding and controlling errors after they have occurred in the process. In quality assurance, we have clear processes which are standardized and documented. There are built-in quality measures. In the quality control, there are departments to check the processes at every step of the operation. They analyze the data on the complaints received from the operations. The compensation payments and the reasons for the occurrence of failures is analyzed and documented for further actions. Always remember that cost of quality is the summation of cost of prevention, the cost of failures, and the cost of appraisal. Going over it again, remember the following. Number 1. Quality assurance is process-oriented and focuses on defect prevention. It is a set of activities for ensuring quality in the processes by which products are developed. It aims to prevent defects with a focus on the process used to make the product. It is a proactive quality process. Its goals are to improve the development and test processes so that defects do not arise when the product is being developed. Number 2. Quality control is product-oriented and focuses on defect identification. It is a set of activities for ensuring quality in products. The activities focus on identifying defects in the actual products produced. It aims to identify and correct defects in the finished product. Quality control, therefore, is a reactive process. Its goal is to identify defects after a product is developed and before it is released. Now, what are the key points in QA and QC? In QA, processes are planned to evade the defects. QC agreements with the discovery of defects and it modifies them while making the product. QA detects the weaknesses. QC detects the defects. QA is process oriented. QC is product oriented. QA is failure prevention system. QC is failure detection system. Remember that QA is the process to create the deliverables and QC is the process to verify that deliverables. Both processes are an integral part of a quality management plan and complement each other. Failing to apply either of them will result in a failure of quality management on the project. Now, Let us learn some of the key attributes of a successful QA/QC implementation. The goal of a good QA and QC implementation in any organization is to make things better. It requires good communication between the QA or QC groups and process owners. It also requires QA or QC leads to communicate and explain why, when, how, and what is being done. The key attributes for success of QA or QC implementation are participation. Both process owners and users need to provide their expert input on how things should work and define it. QA should be a support function for process-related questions. Transparency. Open communication and the ability to look at all aspects of the process are critical to fully understand and identify both what works and what doesn't. Clear goals. The entire team should not only know how QA or QC is implemented, but also the intended results.